Hi, I'm Latanya Tillman. I will be presenting Group 6 data meeting number 4. It took place Sunday, March 10th from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Our roles: Joseph served as a data analyst, also recorder, Ashley facilitator, Amira timekeeper, myself, Latanya, presenter. The SMART target learning goal that we set for myself: I am a reading English language arts teacher. We set the goal to develop innovative ways to engage students by utilizing more Web 2.0 tools, making lesson content relatable to students. We also set other goals I just want to run through briefly: to improve their reading skills by annotating, highlighting the text, as well as setting reading goals, observing skills necessary for better reading, and creating individualized lesson plans that will basically serve the needs of the students. Also, to have students work in small groups to work on problem solving and skills and teamwork. The SMART target learning goals that we set for Ashley: she's an English as a second language online instructor. Um, our SMART target learning goal for her is to develop lesson plans that will help students develop use of comprehension skills by making learning meaningful and fun. The collaborative goals that we set for Ashley is to utilize total physical response in order to help students understand content, research better ways to implement this practice. Okay, I want to go ahead and roll right into the data action plan tracking sheet for myself and Ashley. I do have a few assignments that will be weekly, quarterly, and once. The quarterly assignment, the next completion date will be March 26th. Then I believe the final completion date will also be in June, I believe. But this semester will be over. But basically, the students will create a literacy task to complete an argumentative essay. They will have 3 different resources to complete this essay. The one-time assignment will be a narrative. Students will have to create a story based on 2 different texts. I believe this will promote literacy skills because I'm going to be reintroducing a text that they actually scored really poor on. That's the material for the data for the 43% average on my literacy scores. That is actually what they write, the sniper. So I'm basically going to have them combine those 2 stories using one of the main characters as a perspective to write this narrative. I believe that 44 of these completed assignments will be a 90% or higher. That's what this 44 shows. This is my verifying artifact here. Weekly, the class discussions and reading comprehension quizzes. The completed quizzes and the completed assignments for the group discussion basically will shape out what all the groups mentioned. Everybody will be given a different topic. Every group is responsible for documenting other groups' discussion topics. And each group will have a role similar to this class structure. I noticed that when I pair my students up, there aren't assigned roles. So I'm going to have a definite role for them and more a foundation for them when they work in groups. Okay, again, this will start at some point this month and it will end June 1st. The reading comprehension quizzes will start as early as this week and it will end June 7th. Okay, and it'll be a weekly basis. Ashley's tracking sheet, she does have things taking place twice a week, once a week, and one time. It looks like they will be going on a field trip to a local library independently to learn how to illustrate a book. Okay, and that will take place on May 10th. She'll be incorporating Web 2.0 tools to promote language acquisition into like her self-teachings instructions. They will have 35 questions assessments to check for improvement. They will work in group, looks like group assignment, to create a short book once a week. And the short book will focus on key words in the unit. That is interesting. I like that. And the protocol rubric that we set for Ashley is that medium high impact on learning, and it will create moderate engagement for students. Again, she is an online instructor, so hers is a little bit different from mine. Mine's is a high impact on learning, with technology and high engagement on students. Only because my kids are suffering severely with their literacy skills. So we definitely need a high impact for their learning, and keeping them engaged and using technology will be a great platform to achieve this goal. Okay. Our resources for each other, Ashley, there's a completed list from elementary school that has approved Web 2.0 tools and websites that she can incorporate in her instruction or in her assignments. VoiceThread, great platform for pronunciation. Comments can be through voice or text, and it reads it back. So if a student is probably struggling with a particular word they can't pronounce, they can type it in. VoiceThread will talk and say the information verbally. The All About Me game, it requires students to talk and share information about themselves in basic English. And then there's a game-based teaching, Fun with the Fridge. It helps students identify letters and numbers for their pronunciation. There is Mind Mapping, great tool for creative activity for English language learners. Myself, Google Web 2.0 tools. Basically, they have stuff that you can make lesson plans out of, save documents, create slides, work in group chatting, video chatting in the virtual classroom. I actually do have that platform. This county gives us that for free. Boom Writer is a gamification platform for writing. No Red Ink, which is a Web 2.0 tool that builds strong writers through actionable data. There's a group essay mentioned on Editopia that can guide that instruction. I will plan to use that resource as well. And the team also came up with Educators Technology. It's a blog of a resource that mentions platforms like Subtext and StoryPals to incorporate into the lesson plans. Now, our next meeting, that concludes our meeting. The next meeting is scheduled for March 17th, 7 a.m. All right, stay tuned. Thank you.